and my question has to do with the fact that I live in Mexico, and I would like to bring those mics over. Yeah, just give us a little moment. So you've got another mic coming behind you. I would like to establish more friendships in Mexico, and particularly to share divine truth with people there. And at the same time, I have a lot of fear to begin with. I'm kind of socially awkward. I don't speak the language. And I'm just wondering if there's anything more I can do or should not do in terms of my further integration with that culture.
Our dearest brother Lawrence, we feel that the more important question for you right now is how you may love yourself more. You have spent so many years, and even we feel within your question, this desire to improve and to grow, but inherent in it is also a feeling that you are fearing doing the wrong thing, and that somehow the fault lies with you, and this is a big injury for you, as we know that our brother and sister here in front of you have spoken with you about. We feel that as you begin to take time to love you more, to know you more, and to see the truth of what has happened in your relationships in your early childhood, you will grow. And the best way that we can think to say it is that at the moment it is if you are almost keeping yourself as small as a wounded sparrow, but we see within you the potential for a soaring eagle. But it is only these emotions which you are, again, as many here, very accustomed to not being sensitive to how poorly you treat yourself in terms of emotionally. You spare little time for really coming to know yourself and valuing yourself, and instead spend much time addictively, even in a situation where you feel quite socially isolated. You are often giving out great amounts of energy to spirits around you who wish to keep you feeling small and wounded. It is true, there are wounds and injuries within you, and there is much grief for you to feel. But we feel that as you do this, as you stop, and really we encourage you to long for the truth about what has happened in your childhood and the emotions that you have received and the patterns that you have taken on of continually feeling that you are the one who is lacking and you are the one who must make up for the things that are lacking. If you are able to pause and simply begin to give yourself care and attention, so rather than, as in the past, looking for others to give you the care and attention, if you stop and if you are able to feel your loneliness and begin to extend some love to yourself, and the type of love that was very absent in your childhood was this simple respect for your true personality and nature and the uniqueness of Lawrence. So if you are able to begin to explore those things and emotionally feel those things, then you will see your life change, brother, quite markedly and more rapidly than you think is possible. And you will not be asking us such questions of how can I share divine truth more, or what should I do, because you will find yourself busy and happy, but filled with a new sense of confidence in yourself and confidence in your desires, that what you desire, as long as it is in harmony with love, then it is worthwhile. At the moment, you do not have this feeling for yourself. You feel that many of your desires are not worthy. And so we would encourage you towards feeling about these things and let this expansion that we see, this potential that we see within you, begin to commence. And you will attract many people, and they will be asking you the questions surrounding how you are making this great change. And while your abilities in the Spanish language will grow, there will be those who will be seeking out their English language dictionary just to ask that gringo what he's up to.
May I add a comment there too? When you think about it, you've made the perfect choice to be in a country where you've now got no distractions to actually get to know yourself. So the fact that you can't speak the language and the fact that you can't, have a lot of interactions with people that they understand is actually to your benefit. Because as you know, you've been giving yourself away far too much to other people when you're in any English language country. And I feel partly your guide has sort of encouraged you to move there to help you have that sense of personal isolation that's required for you to get to know yourself. Because you've been so dependent on interacting with other people to feed some of these addictions. Does that make sense? And so I feel you're in a perfect situation actually to grow your sense of self-worth. Better situation than if you were in America or in Australia or some other English-speaking country. So that's the first thing. And the second thing I'd just like to reiterate is Rachel's last comment to you, and that is, once you build your self-worth, you will automatically start attracting all the things you need to share the truth with others. That will just be an automatic process after that. You won't have to make it happen. It will just start happening around you because of your soul attractions, drawing all of those things to you. So if you can see your current move to Mexico not as a move to help them, but rather as a move to help you have some kind of isolation to help yourself, I think you'd benefit immensely then by sort of spending a lot more time inside of, working your way through some of those emotions from your childhood that prevent you from having any value of yourself at all. And also what will happen is your chronic fatigue, the illness that you carry, will disappear. And once that disappears, you'll start feeling some kind of sense of yourself and sense of your own worth. And once that happens, I feel you'll start drawing people to you rather than needing to go out and find them. Okay. We come across to David, thanks.